Aces HC Becky Hammon delivers clear verdict on Caitlin Clark versus A'ja Wilson debate. Caitlin Clark brought attention to women's basketball like no one ever before. But with all the fan following she commands, some questions keep resurfacing. Is she already the face of the league? And how does that stack up against A'ja Wilson's iron grip on the game? And that's exactly the conversation Las Vegas Aces head coach Becky Hammon stepped into. During her recent appearance on CNBC, Hammon was asked by host Alex Sherman if it creates an awkward dynamic when Wilson is widely viewed as the best player in the league, but Clark is seen as the face of the league, replying to which Hammon made her stance clear. "I think people want to make more of it than what it is. Let the numbers do the talking and the winning do the talking." Caitlin had a tough year, obviously with injuries this year. "She's going to be a tremendous player in this league, there's no doubt about that," she said. But for the Aces coach, Wilson is still the best player. As she further added, "A'ja Wilson is the best player on the planet, and you got the hardware and the numbers and everything to back it up." But Caitlin Clark bringing in the fanfare. "I mean, she was one of the most exciting players I've ever seen on a collegiate level, and I would assume a healthy year for her. She's going to be a great pro for a long time, so it's exciting for our league. But right now, A'ja Wilson is the 6'4" most dominant player in the league by far." When Caitlin Clark entered the league in 2024, she was expected to change the league for the better, and that's exactly what she did. With her arrival, the number of viewers surged, more and more brand deals started to pour in, and the league and its players got the much-deserved attention. In her rookie season, Clark was averaging 19.2 points, 5.7 rebounds, and 8.4 assists per game, helping the Indiana Fever reach the playoffs for the first time since 2016. In the 2025 season, everyone expected her to lead the franchise to the championship, but the universe had other plans. The most powerful women in sports, named by Forbes, was anchoring the Fever's offense, averaging 16.5 points, 5.0 rebounds, and 8.8 assists per game. However, her season was cut short after a string of injuries. Still, even with Clark's influence and explosive start, the conversation shifts quickly when you look at what A'ja Wilson has been doing on the floor. In the last season, A'ja Wilson averaged 23.4 points, 10.2 rebounds, and 3.1 assists per game, and ultimately led the Aces to their third championship. With her veteran experience, Wilson has racked up 4 WNBA MVP awards and won 2 Olympic gold medals. And that's where the distinction becomes clear. Still, many argue that had it not been for the injuries, Clark would have had a clear case for the MVP, a much stronger one than her rookie season. By the time September 2024 rolled around, Clark was finishing her two-pointers at an elite rate and was actually more efficient inside the arc than A'ja Wilson. She was also doing more on her own than anyone else. No player had a higher share of unassisted baskets, which basically means she was creating her own points and setting up everyone around her. That's a big part of why she ended her rookie season averaging more points per game than any player in WNBA history in her rookie season. As for Wilson's rookie year, she was averaging 20.7 points, 8.0 rebounds, and 2.2 assists. That difference in stats, though, tells you something Clark had hinted at earlier. "We're quite different players," she'd said in June 2025. Still in all, here's how their head-to-head stats match up. Clearly, Caitlin Clark is more than just the force pulling new eyes to the sport, while Wilson also remains the standard everyone else is measured against. So saying who's better depends a lot on what you value more. What's the injury update on Caitlin Clark? Dropping a much-needed update on her recovery, Caitlin Clark recently appeared at the LPGA's Annika Pro-Am and finally gave fans the news they've been waiting for. "I haven't been able to get out there with some of the injuries that I was dealing with, but now I'm feeling back to 100%, the Indiana Fever star shared. Her groin injury cut her 2025 WNBA season short, leaving fans disappointed that they couldn't watch one of the league's biggest names finish what she'd started. But seeing Clark healthy again, moving confidently, smiling, and back in competitive spaces, has reignited excitement for her return. And while Fever fans are longingly eyeing the 2026 season, they might get to see the Fever star take the court before that. The 2026 World Cup qualifying games are scheduled for March 11 to 17 in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Clark has already dropped hints that she wants to be part of that squad, so it's very possible that this tournament ends up being her first appearance on a court since that game against the Connecticut Sun in July. There's some USA basketball stuff I need to get ready for. And I need to be able to find some runs and ways to play 5-on-5, just so I can kind of get that feel back. So that's probably going to be my main focus, is just feeling 100% again and having that confidence in my body too, she said back in October. As Clark ramps up, the question now becomes simple. Will she return stronger than ever and ready to pick up the debate right where she left it?